What's going on, everybody? This is technically day 8 of hardening off. Um, Friday, got home too late. Saturday, rain, storms all day. Today, got them in from about 1 o'clock. And they're going to be out here until either the rain starts to come down again or until nighttime, so 7-8 hours. Um, Tomorrow, eh, probably won't be able to get them out. Like I said, it's not ideal, but as long as you're getting them out as much as possible, that's all you can do. Wednesday, I'm going to get them out, probably about 10 in the morning to 3 or 8 to 3. So let's take a look at them. Drone footage. But like I said, guys, it is technically day 8. If I was able to get them out every single day, it would have been like Friday would have been 8, Saturday would have been 9, so this would have been 10, but technically it's day 8. But no, we are getting buds on almost every single one of them. Unfortunately, they have to come off because, you know, you just, let me show you. These guys are only, you can see from my hand, they're only 4 or 5 inches tall. I mean, now some of these in the back are, are a lot taller, but yeah, they're in bad need of potting up, so I can't push them off any longer. You can see there, I'm gonna have to take a X-Acto knife, and I'm literally gonna have to cut all this plastic out where the slits are. Cut all this out and somehow drop it down through the bottom and slit down the sides and peel it away. But no, this one's got a beautiful side shoot right here. And then we have another beautiful side shoot right over here. But no, a lot of them are getting buds, almost all of them. I'd say 90% of them. But like I said, it's just, let me see, like this one. Zoom right in there. You can see buds on that one. There's some, I already took a bud or two off of that one. Stuck. Let's see here if I can find another one that might have there's some buds starting on that one. Mostly the Prima Tallies are the ones getting the buds. And on this cotton candy bubblegum, I took off let me get around there. I took off the little flower buds, and I kind of end up messing him up. So, like, I don't know if he's going to split. I don't know if he's going to split right now. So, instead of taking these little buds off when they're this tiny and messing up, I'm going to wait till they split and let these buds get a little bigger. And then once they split, then I'll take the buds off. These guys are probably going to go in the ground. I would love to get them in the ground Wednesday because it's going to be the first sunny day. But it's looking more like Thursday, guys. And it's supposed to get 47 degrees that night. So I think they'll be okay, Maybe to be on the safe side, I might either put like a bucket over top of them because they're going to be in the 5-gallon grow bags, which are, they're pretty wide. They're it's around, but yeah, them 5-gallon grow bags are about that wide, so they're more wide than they are tall. Like a 5-gallon bucket, is more tall. These guys are more shorter, but they're wider. It's hard to do with your hands, but But now I can't wait any longer. You can see these guys are getting tall. They're getting bushy. You know, you can see the bottom growth on most of them are starting to come through. Now the purple ones ain't as much. I'm not really sure what's going on with them. They got plenty of spots for the nodes, but they're just not coming out. So, you know, maybe it's just because they're, you know, getting a little more root bound than they need. You know, but the green ones, there you can see, are doing really good with getting extra shoots. So I don't know if it's something to do with the purple variety. I'm not really sure. Drop me down in the comments if you know if purple varieties, you know, are a little slower than the green varieties of super hots. I did make the mistake of I bottomed them, but I didn't realize that I was only supposed to take like the bottom big leaves and leave all the little foliage. So I went and I just took them the whole way down. I should have did the research first. I didn't, but the stuff that I did take off, it is growing back. So it's not like it's, you know, all these, you know, that I bottom pruned, you know, like this a couple days ago didn't have anything and it's growing back. So don't make that mistake, guys. When you do the bottom pruning, you only take the big leaves. You know, you don't want to take these little nodes because they're going to be branches and more peppers. I've seen some people online just take them and bzz, 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 the whole way down and just leave like this top part. But I think consensus is you leave these little guys. So that was a mistake on my part, but I don't think that's gonna, like I said, they're growing back. So the little bit that I might have wiped off the map, I don't think it's gonna hurt it in the long run. But as you can see, they are, except for a couple of varieties. You can see the Big Mama Mustard, the Dunnakit, look at that one, Cotton Candy Bubblegum 7 Pot. Yeah, that one's getting a little root rot because it, not a lot. I mean, it's still got a good root structure on it. And I think once I get it in the new soil, that'd be fine. If this was all black or all brown, I'd be very worried. But I think because mainly it's, you know, I let them dry out a little bit. I usually keep bottom nutrients in here, Miracle-Gro bottom nutrients, and it seems to do great in that. But I've let them dry out a few days, and I have to do that when I take them in tonight. So, but that's, you know, that's only here or there. You know, other ones really don't have it. So let's look at the Big Mama Mustard here. He's doing good. Yeah, really, you know, a couple of strands, but nothing, good main roots and everything. And but yeah, definitely. Let's check out the Carolina Reaper here. That guy had to take a leaf off. It was, you know, diseased. But yeah, this one is looking good and got some root hairs there. And but yeah, they're definitely getting root bound and got a little white mold on top. I just kind of, because I haven't been able to get them outside and it's been so moist and rain, just kind of swish that around and, you know, don't allow that mold to get on the stem or anything. Just kind of wipe it down and give it a good, it'll be fine, you know. You can also put cinnamon on top. That will help evade that any pesky, you know, white mold, you know. But as long as you let them dry out, then that's why you should bottom water them. But I can't bottom water these because the roots have blocked all the water ports, as you can see. So if I try to bottom water it, it doesn't suck anything up. So the only thing, like, I can put a little bit of water in the bottom of the cup and it'll suck that up over a couple days, but the soil will still be dry even after hours of it sitting in water. So unfortunately, if the weather would have been good to me, they'd be already in their spot. But like I said, they're going to be around the boxes and along here. And I bought a 6-pack of grow bags, good quality. And I went out and bought another 12-pack of for a total of 18 because that's how many plants I got. And the second ones are The first ones were a little taller and a little skinnier, and then the next ones were fatter but shorter. And so, yeah, I guess the 6 I get, I'll put up here on the porch so they kind of match, and then the other ones I'll put over there so they match it, because I want the yard to look good, obviously. I was going to use Tidy Cat litter containers, which I could, but we live in a really nice place, and that would be kind of like having trash, even though they're used for a purpose. I would have had to probably taken every single cat litter container, taken the handles off, taken the lids off. I would have had to paint them all. And I'm like, in the long run, for 20, 25 bucks, I can buy grow bags. And that way I can move them in the sun, out of the sun. And I can also, you know, I'll have to water them a little more often, but, you know, it's not hard. Grab a couple buckets and, but I am using Miracle-Gro. I do have in the shed over there, I do have 15 1-quart big bags of Miracle-Gro, so hopefully 15 for 18 buckets. Should work, and whatever's left over I'm going to throw in the garden. I still got a hand rototill that, get all the onions, spinach, lettuce, excuse me, lots of beets. I still got to buy some Jimmy Nardello, some banana peppers, bell peppers, onions, leeks. Excuse me. But no, there's a lot to do. So summer's just starting, and by the end of the year, we're gonna have a good harvest. I can see it now. But enough of me yappering on. Give you one last shot of these peppers. Like I said, they're doing good. Some of them are bumpy. You know, I don't know if that's, you know, I can only get my grow light so high in my bathroom. So that might be just because they're getting so tall and getting close to the light. I did raise the light up, but these guys also need some space. You can see drone footage. You can see how tightly they are, you know, together, you know, and even out here in full sun, you can see how they're not getting any sunlight down here. That might be another reason why a lot of these nodes aren't growing, you know, once they're out in their own pot, you know, they'll be able to have that sun, you know, that, because like this one has no sun. Take it out, you can see, boom, instantly gets sun to its bottom. So I think that's another reason. But like I said, a lot to do, but they are doing good. So I think Tuesday, if it doesn't rain, it's supposed to, but if it doesn't rain, I think that'll be my next available shots. Because I'm gonna, I might get a couple hours in tomorrow. It depends with the rain and everything. Or Tuesday. Wednesday's supposed to be, I think, the first nice day, but got a doctor's appointment, so maybe get them out in the morning. And but this is a good test because they've been out since 1 o'clock, and that noon 1 o'clock sun is the harshest. So if they don't burn from this, they're not gonna. And the good thing about putting them in the grow bags is if I put them around there or along the porch here and they start to burn, I can bring them right over here in the shade and then slowly bring them out. That way they still have their outside time, and I can still acclimate them. So, but they do need some nighttime lows, and it's supposed to get down to like 46, 47, 48, which is kind of, so if it gets too cold, I'll keep an eye on the weather. I'll have to open the shed, put them in the shed, and then either put bags on them. If I had enough milk cartons, I would cut them off and put them on top. But I think if I just throw a big bag over like a garbage bag or, you know, Walmart bag or something over the plants just for the night, and in the morning take them back off, they should be fine. So we will see, but I have talked long enough. This is day 8 of hardening off the super hot peppers. So we'll see hopefully here in the next day or two and keep you apprised, but they are doing beautifully. That's all for today. So take it easy. See you guys next time. And remember, with my channel, you never know what you're going to get. And also, I forgot to tell you, the name of the channel has changed. It's now Jesco Peppers. Jessco Peppers. Jesse Company Peppers, basically. Jesco Peppers. So all you have to do is look up Jesco Peppers under the search engine of YouTube, and they'll pop up. They'll say Jesse Short at Jesco Peppers. So that's the new name. You'll see the pepper logo, and you'll see the plants in the background. So subscribe, like, don't forget to hit that bell, because I'm going to have lots more videos of not just these peppers, but also a lot more other gardening stuff, tips, tricks, and a lot of stuff here I think you're going to like. So give me a thumbs up and help me build the channel. Okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Take it easy, y'all. Have a good day. Peace.